I'm here with men's coach and international speaker, my friend Dominick Quartuccio.
What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
We're here in TEDx Wilmington. You know what? I love what you talked about in your TED Talk. You talk about masculinity and doing the inner work.
Yeah.
And our stories are, somewhat similar, but I wanted to share with the audience here about what it means to be a man, and tell us about how you came up with your TED Talk.
Yeah, so my TEDx talk was called The Bold Journey That Women Want Us to Take, Women Want Us Men to Take. And I spent 15 years in financial services, high stakes arena, and I was surrounded by a lot of really successful, very wealthy men who worked their entire lives to get to that place. I was one of them. And then so many of us reached that spot, and it just didn't feel the way that we thought it would.
Yeah.
Right? There was kind of like we were proud of the work that we did. We had great families, great friends, and there was like this sense of inner emptiness that was really elusive and really hard to pinpoint what was going on.
Yeah.
And so men were starting to experience this feeling of quiet desperation, like Henry David Thoreau says. And what I found for myself personally was when I finally turned my attention from these conquests of the external world, like these external achievements, and started asking the inner questions, like, who am I as a man? What do I want from this life? And what do I want to leave behind? Did it finally start to create a different kind of relationship for myself on the inside?
And I found that resonated so much because I talked about my journey of having chronic disease. Because me as well, I chased those external things. I chased the external thing. I was chief of interventional radiology at the hospital, bought myself a Porsche, bought myself $1 million house, got all those things, and then I still wasn't happy, but I had chronic disease. I was overweight, diabetic, hypertensive, and had all those symptoms. Now, did you have symptoms, or what was that waking up point for you?
Yeah, same thing. And by the way, like what we're not saying is don't stop achieving those things. Right? Like still want the car, still want the house, still want the big title and a lot of the big work. And you need to do it when it's in alignment so you don't have to suffer the consequences of like the chronic disease you had. For me, I ended up having to go into Sex Addicts Anonymous in 2013 because the way that I held my entire life together, like I didn't know how to navigate my emotions or express them. The way that I did that was through sex. And I got all sorts of validation from women sexually. And it was the only way that I knew how to navigate that stuff. So that happened off on the side. No one knew about that in my public domain. But eventually, like, it ruined a relationship. And I was humbled. And I had to go there and do some deep work to really take a look at my behaviors and how they were affecting my life and how they were affecting other people's lives. And I spent 4 really solid years there doing deep inner work. And now I still have all those really big things that you talked about. Right? I got an apartment in Manhattan, and I've got a big title. I'm speaking on international stages, but like that shit only matters insofar as I feel good about it and aligned with it on the inside as to who I want to be as a man, what kind of life I want to live, and what I want to leave behind.